Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags it quickly on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to touch.
He's running free down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for room, it's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play-action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the back. Spins away from the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Creates a little space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes the catch, it's Martin. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sunday?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Using his legs. It's Martin. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Motion from the back. They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Trudowski. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose down the left side. Picks up the first down, mark it at the 14 as they try to put up points before halftime. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got it behind the line. It's Courtney. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab
offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can. It's every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right on target this time. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lofts one high and deep. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We've got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. give from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's out past the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Skips away from pressure. Trying to get rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Jones. Got room to work. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell.
Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Badgers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. To the ground with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Denmark. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Finds his man. It's Denmark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Washington. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Jones. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Just keeps slinging it. The sure hands, it's Hicks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap. It's Jones. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. On the run, it's Judovsky. Nice move to keep running. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Direct snap. It's Jones. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
To give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
4th down to keep their chances alive in overtime. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, and keep the drive alive.
Puts him in the spin cycle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The pass play, they hope, would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
threat behind the line. It's Denmark. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by one, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some room. Head to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Wants to throw. It's Washington. They do not get the two, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Penn State 27, Wisconsin 21.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Looking to throw for it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Badgers! And they answer the bell and responded with a score of their own.
Number 13, catch in the end zone.
Have to go for two here in the second overtime, and this one would win the game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. The snap sets up to throw. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2.
Wisconsin 29, Penn State 27.
Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Back to throw, it's Washington. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.